It's live. What's up, everyone? Brad here, joined with Joe, Average Joe.
Boom!
Or Dusty, better known as.
There's no Dusty Joe, baby. Come on.
Tonight, we're taking a look at a Mikkeller beer. Beer Geek Brunch Weasel. Comes in at 10.9%. Ooh, it's a big one. But no bottled on date. I think they're probably the same vintage if you got the same label, I would guess.
Yeah, the only thing that scares me away is you paid how much for yours?
I think it was $6.
On sale, right?
Yeah.
They were trying to move it. Only thing is, it might have been old or sitting there for a while, so they're probably like, get the fuck out. And you came in for $5.99, or like bought them all, or one of them. I don't know.
Just one, yeah. It's cold though at that shop, so I'm not too worried.
Yeah, mine was $9.99, so whatever. Who cares?
Yeah. But what were you mentioning about the? It's not Kopi Luwak coffee.
Yeah, the Weasel coffee that Mikkeller uses is a Vietnamese version. I would try to pronounce it, but I don't want to look any more stupid than I already am, so I will not. But because certain places in Indonesia, where Kopi Luwak is, they were treating, there's cruelty to the civics, I guess. They didn't really take care of them, poorly treated. So they found a Vietnamese variety from some place in Vietnam that actually treats their cats well, they said, with dignity and respect. So, I don't know. I just thought it was different that they were using the well-known brand.
It seems like a good choice.
Yeah, they've been brewing it since I think late 2008, 2009. So they've actually been using that variety since then. But like the whole cruelty in Indonesia to the civet cats was brought up, I think, in late 2013, and they posted a whole spiel on their website about, you know, to clarify what type of coffee they actually use.
Okay.
So we know it as the animal that shits.
Yeah. How did you stumble across that? And
I actually said it in a BDU. I said it in a BDU on Chad's. I was drunk one night, and this was something about the civet cats, and I just went, yeah, it's the animal that shits. You know, I'm drunk, not realizing that, you know, the vast majority of animals shit. So, you know, the animal that shits, whatever.
Coffee, anyway. Yeah. All right, let's get a pour.
Let's get into it first.
So is this pretty much the beefed up version of Beer Geek Breakfast, being it's an oatmeal coffee stout as well?
Yeah, it's just basically more or less.
Wow.
Oh yeah,
looks like an oil change. Okay. Very low carbonation.
Oh man, I got water spots there. It's gonna kill me.
There it goes.
Beautiful. Yeah.
Pitch black.
Indeed. Like a dark brown head.
Pretty packed.
Mm-hmm.
Really dark brown, yeah.
Tons of alcohol legs everywhere. Crazy.
Looks like a Imperial Stout, so let's check out the aroma. Let's get into it.
Ooh.
That smells really good.
It does. The coffee is a little bit more muted than I would have anticipated, I would say. I mean, it's there, but I just thought, like, bold, pungent, like, in your face, just boom, it's here.
Yeah, I almost get a little hoppy aroma, too. Earthy, kind of.
Yeah.
I get that slight soy character as well.
Yeah, I was gonna actually point that out. Slight soy character. There's chocolate, milk chocolate, dark chocolate. You know, it's more towards the dark chocolate, even like a bitter chocolate. There's some smokiness in there too.
Yeah, I get a little of that smokiness. Definitely that dark chocolate.
Maybe even a touch of vanilla sweetness.
I was gonna say I just got like the coffee there. It's just not on the forefront, like you said.
Yeah, like a dark red berry too.
Yeah, it smells pretty good. Don't smell any alcohol for the almost 11%. So
yeah, let's get into it. I'm ready. I'm ready to go, man.
Cheers, buddy. Let's dig in. Damn. Lots of dark chocolate.
Yeah.
Nice coffee, but again, it's not up front. Maybe it's just blended really good. I don't know. It tastes like a kind of a mocha cappuccino or something. Crazy.
Yeah, I mean it finishes nice and dry, but the overall flavor and just the sweetness is a little bit more amped up than I thought it would be. Like you said, it's blended really well between the chocolate and the coffee, and get a little bit of vanilla sweetness. Really, I'm getting that red berry. That red berry, I want to say it's almost like a I don't know. I don't want to say raspberry, but it is like a darker berry in there. I think that might be coming from the coffee, actually, but I'm not. You know, I don't really know. Just maybe.
It's kind of got a nice oily mouthfeel. If that makes sense.
This is a beer that Paul P. Brewnews, I don't think you would find thin, and if so, then I don't know what he's looking for, because it's oily, it's slick, it's thick, it's very viscous.
It's a little chewy.
Yeah, even chewy, man. I agree with that. And the oatmeal is just, that's where the oatmeal style really play. The oatmeal is just really lends itself well to the body and mouthfeel.
Yeah, the creamy, silky, smooth texture.
Mm-hmm.
Now, this is a no alcohol detected yet on the flavor or anything. There's no warming yet.
Maybe a little bit into like down into my stomach, but I typically get that more so than like a lot of these beers now. You just don't get the alcohol, even 10-11% beers. And if you do get them nowadays, you're kind of surprised. You're taken back. You're like, what? I didn't anticipate that. It's like it's 10-11%. You kind of should.
Yeah, that's really fantastic. A lot better than the Beer Geek breakfast that I've had of late with the newer label as well. I just found it wasn't as good as the older version. I've never had any of the Weasels yet, but that kind of sounds really bad. I've had the Brunch Weasel breakfast, sorry, but this is really good.
I'm surprised that you can. I was going to throw out the generic. It's so balanced, but it really is. There's just a nice balance between all the different flavors. They're just melding together, and you're not like the chocolate's there, but then the coffee comes in, and I thought the coffee would be the predominant note, kind of just crush everything, and it's not. A little bit of vanilla sweetness, some of that red berry, and it's just so easy to drink with that mouthfeel in the body. It's as Chad would always say, it slides down your throat. It really does. I mean, I'm drinking this quite fast, and it's kind of worrisome.
I had to set it down behind me. I'm going, yikes, that's going to go down too easy. But yeah, I get a bit of smokiness there as well. And I know there's probably no heated malt or anything, but
no, it's
the robust malts and that coffee. Really,
it wouldn't be like a char, but
yes, yeah. I think you'd say the black malt can kind of give that charred ash, or almost a burnt ash taste.
Yeah.
But it works well.
I'm really fond of
quite dry. Quite a dry fin.
And it has to be dry, though, because I think it's a little bit more sweet than... If that dryness wasn't there, I think that the aforementioned balance that I threw out there, I don't think that would be the case, because the dryness, you get the sweetness up front through the first 3/4 of the palate, and then it just dries out on the back end, finishes slightly like a lingering bitterness. That wasn't there. I think this would be way too sweet to probably take more down than that bottle, maybe not even that bottle, because it is quite sweet. I mean, it's not ridiculously sweet. It's not fucking drinking some kind of maple beer that's just all maple or something, but it is on the sweeter side of an Imperial Stout for me, which I like, though. Yeah,
I mean, I think just to get that kind of mouthfeel, even, you got to have a lot of unfermentable sugars left in the beer, which is why it is, you're going to say it's quite sweet up front, but the dryness really saves it. So
yeah, I like it though. I like it a lot.
I think the other, even with Beer Geek breakfast, I found the coffee wasn't too strong either. It had a good balance, and I guess I shouldn't be surprised to find the same with the Brunch Weasel.
Yeah, and to be fair, you and I, we don't know how old our bottles are. I mean, they could be fucking a year old. They could be 3 months old. We have no idea. But even you know, a lot of people say the coffee dissipates, and I'm not going to argue that because I've had beers where coffee dissipates. I don't think they dissipate as much as like when you drink a big, just a regular IPA that's fucking super hop forward, where after a couple months you know it's almost a different beer. I don't feel that's the same with coffee, but it does dissipate. But I mean, it just for something that gets so much hype, the Weasel coffee itself, and for how strong and bold and pungent it's supposed to be, I'm kind of surprised that it's not the predominant note I'm getting. It's not jumping out at me.
Yeah, I mean, it almost makes you wonder how much is in the beer.
Yeah.
How much they add.
Or maybe the variety. Maybe, you know, I'm sure the different varieties, they all have different qualities and different characteristics. So maybe the Vietnamese one is a little bit less bold or less flavorful, or I don't know. I'm not, and I don't even know sure if they're using like the actual beans themselves. Are they brewing? I don't know exactly how they do it all.
I think fine for me for a coffee stout or even coffee beer. It's makes the mark pretty good. I don't like it to be too powerful with the coffee because then that's all I can taste is black coffee. It's pretty easy to mask a bad beer with a lot of coffee. Coming from experience.
Yeah, no, I agree with you. I mean, that's how some different styles are too. You can mask an entire base beer with whatever a barrel or a certain adjunct or whatever. Overall, though, as a beer, I think this is fucking exceptional. I mean, I'm taking it down. I'm loving it. Like it's fucking good. Real good.
Agreed. I have a barrel aged version. I think I think a cognac barrel age. That's gotta be.
That's got to be amazing. I love cognac barrels. I have the vanilla shake version.
Oh, you found it?
Yeah, so I want to get into that at some point.
Awesome.
So
hopefully they'll show up here. I would be dying to try it.
Yeah, we could do a review of that, Brad. It'd be great.
Yeah, you never know what might show up. Anyway, let's give it a grade. Final thoughts or just a grade on it? What would you say, Joe?
I like it a lot, dude. I'm going pretty fucking high. Just because it's so drinkable, 10.9%, you can't taste the alcohol, and the fact that everything's blended so well, I'd go 94.
Yeah, I was gonna say I'm gonna give it a 95.
Yeah, it's
fantastic beer. Highly recommend it to anyone out there who even likes just Imperial Stout or a Stout. Give it a go if you can find it. Yes.
And if you can find it for $5.99, buy a case of it, or
buy more than one. Buy more than one.
Age one. See how it works out. It's tough for $9.99 to for $10, $11 for a 12-ounce bottle to buy extras and go nuts. But I am in no way disappointed that I paid $10 for that bottle. It's an awesome treat.
Yeah, you gotta experience it once. Anyway, ending there. Appreciate you joining me, Joe, and anyone who checks this out.
Yeah.
Cheers.
Cheers, everyone. Have a good one.